Aloha! Welcome to part 3 of Mega Man 7 8-bit edition. And we're at Turbo Man, and the only reason I'm going in this order is so I can get Beat and Proto Man to show up in Shade Man stage. It's kind of challenging without the Echo Buster from Shade Man. But anyway, back to the Q&A that all of you people sent questions for. So yeah, what's your favorite Wily Castle? My favorite Wily Castle is actually Mega Man 7. First off, I love the intro theme. Epic. I love it. I love the way the castle is shaped. I love how the intro stage, you start off like in this outside part of it where the sky is all dark and the music's very slow and tense, and it just builds you up to enter his castle, and that's fucking awesome. I love that you encounter Bass twice, you know, Mega Man's ultimate rival, I guess, of the series. And you even get into a fight with him when he's a part dog, or a part man, part dog / flying behemoth monster thing, but whatever. Like the Guts Man comes back as a giant mech robot. I love the music of Wily 3. Wily 3 is one of my favorite themes of any Wily Castle ever, and it's so badass. And yeah, probably the most threatening and most intimidating Wily final boss ever. It's an epic castle. Plus I love the fact that when you destroy it at the end of the game, Mega Man walks away from it like a big fucking ball of fire. And that's always been awesome to me. I love Mega Man 7's Wily Castle. My most hated boss from each of the Mega Man series. Oi. Keep in mind, Battle Network, I only played it once, and, you know, I don't remember any of them being that particularly challenging, and I just gave up because I didn't like the game, it was boring. And I never played the Legends series, or the ZX series. People think I'm this huge, mega diehard Mega Man fan, and I am, but the fact is, I never actually played the Legends series. Never played them. Never. Not once. Never touched it. I didn't have a PlayStation 1 as a kid growing up, and when I rented N64 games, there was no Mega Man 64 at the store that I rented games from, so, you know, I never got access to it. And I still can't get access to it, so, you know. Sorry, fans, I can't play the game if I don't own it. You know? It's just like Mega Man X8. I would love to LP Mega Man Legends, but I don't own it. I can't LP Mega Man X8 because I don't own it. Sorry. But I'm getting off track here. My most hated boss of the classic series, King Tank. King Tank in Mega Man and Bass. I don't care which version it is, the first one or the second one. Both versions are just bullshit. I hate the fact that the first one you're constantly hiding for most of the fight just so you can try and find an opening to attack him. It's always been tedious fighting that fucking thing. And then in the exact same level, you have to fight him on the stupid fucking platforms while it shoots its fists that can destroy the platforms, and I always die on that fucking piece of shit boss that doesn't have a health bar, by the way. And I just fucking hate the King Tank. In the X series, it would be Gate. I hate Gate because only he can attack himself, and every now and then, he won't attack at all. You know, you'll spend like 2 minutes going back and forth over this bottomless pit, constantly getting hit, assuming you've survived up to this point, with all your energy tanks, or sub-tanks, intact, and fuck Gate, you know? I just hate Gate's gameplay. And I hated X6 in general. I fucking hate Mega Man X6 so much. And in the Zero series, I don't find any of the bosses particularly... I don't hate many of them. Like, they all seem fair, they all seem like if you get their pattern down, you can beat them, but, I was always surprised by Craft in Mega Man 04, which I haven't LP'd yet, but I will. Wait for it, it's coming. But the character Craft really surprised me, because it was like the middle boss, and even for a middle boss, he was fucking tough, man. Like, he should be like final boss material. He's so goddamn hard. Like, his attacks are hard to dodge, and I just remember dying on that middle intro boss, the middle level, so many times, and wondering why. Like, I couldn't believe that the middle boss was so fucking hard. I kept thinking maybe there's a sub-tank in the middle level somewhere that I'm not finding, but there isn't, and I was just like, what the fuck, man? Craft is hard as fuck. At least I thought he was. But anyway, that's my non-favorite... Oh, that's the end of my favorite-related questions. No more favorite. Now onto the more specific questions. Do you consider Base to be a rather useless character? He literally has no story. No, I do not find Base to be a useless character. Base is Mega Man's rival. He is the epitome of what He's the epitome of what Mega Man would be if he was raised by Dr. Wily. Base is all about power and wanting to prove that he's the best, and he doesn't care who he steps on to get in the way of just being the ultimate robot, and he's obsessed with killing Mega Man and all that jazz. But Base is very cool because, you know, he gives Mega Man a rival. I mean, Proto Man is Mega Man's brother and his friend, and they don't fight often, if ever, because Proto Man's a good guy as well. Base, he's the bad guy. It gives Wily a henchman that is actually above all henchmen that Mega Man has a legitimate threat from, you know? So he's important in that retrospect. But also, Base is a unique character because he's a robot master who turns on his own master. Wily is occasionally getting beaten by Base because, you know, Base doesn't appreciate Wily getting in his way. Or he just doesn't appreciate Wily trying to manipulate him. And I don't know, there's just something maverickish about that, isn't there? It also shows that Base might be the prototype as to why Wily put this sort of lock-on feature to Zero to make him stop going insane when he wanted. Because, you know, Base constantly disobeyed Wily's orders, and if I was making a guy named Zero, who's supposed to be even more stronger than Base was, who might potentially kill humans, then, you know, I want to put a restraining bolt on that motherfucker. I don't think Base is useless at all. I like that there's an evil version of Mega Man. Or at least a very angry, bitter version of Mega Man. Who knows? Base could turn into a good guy as well. Maybe he can learn the error of his ways. He does have he has a very... Ugh. I'm stuttering all over myself today. It's the braces. He has a very similar story character-like thing to Vegeta from the Dragon Ball series. Vegeta started off as a villain as well. He was like the evil alien waiting to bomb the fuck out of planet Earth, but eventually he became this hero character who, you know, he's got a bit of anger to him, but hey, he's still a good guy in the end. He learned the error of his ways. So who knows, maybe Base will be that third playable character they've been hinting at for Mega Man 10, which is coming out soon. Fucking right! Maybe he will go against Wily and... Fuck, I can't wait! I love that Mega Man 10 was announced, but regardless. What's the best place for farming in Mega Man X3? I like to farm for health in Neon Tiger stage, but really you could do it anywhere. I don't know what a best place for farming is in X3. I've never found one, honestly. I just go to a level, I kill things and kill things and kill things until I get what I want, and booyah. That's about it. When you saw Mega Man for the first time, was it like, I love this, or did it take some time to? Actually, when I first saw Mega Man, I just couldn't believe how hard the fucking games were. Like, the first game I played was the original Mega Man 1. And in the original Mega Man 1, they don't actually give you a hint or an indicator that you get special powers from a Robot Master after you beat them. I just thought the pause button was the pause button, and I didn't have to pause the game at all the first time I played it. So, I literally spent 3 hours playing the game and defeating the Robot Masters. It took me 3 hours to beat the first 6 Robot Masters, whereas now it takes 20 minutes, but, you know. I beat them all with the Mega Buster, which I thought was a fucking feat, okay? Mega Man does not have energy tanks, and I just really had to practice hard to beat Elecman. I must have died on Elecman stage like 5 fucking times. And I mean like game over died. Like I must have died 20 times, but god. I just remember getting to Elecman, and when I finally beat him with the Mega Buster, I was so fucking happy. I was so fucking relieved that I finally beat him. And Iceman was a pain in the ass too, because he as well kills you in 3 hits, and I had to time those shots. I had to time those jumps every damn time. And then I made it to Wily 1, and I noticed I got to the area where you need Magnet Beam to get through, and I couldn't do it. Like I didn't have Magnet Beam, And it was then I found out you get special powers from Robot Masters because they didn't give you any indication. So I pushed pause, I noticed all of these different meter bars. I was like, what? You get health? You get weapons from the Robot Masters? What the fuck? But then I tried all 6 Robot Master abilities and I couldn't get to, what's-his-face? And I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, the longest time when I was a kid, I really hated the Mega Man series just because it was way too fucking hard and I never could beat them. But as I got older, I got better at gaming, and then I started to appreciate the Mega Man series more because, you know, there's a lot of... It's not as hard as it looks. When you know what to do, it's actually pretty simple and very forgiving, and the level design is generally always good, and I love the Mega Man series now, so yeah. See you in Part 4!